Ho, 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 good evening, friends. This is Santa Claus coming to you on this 6th of October, 2025, bringing you the day's news with a warm heart and hopeful spirit. Today, we're seeing promising developments in the Middle East, where pivotal talks between Israel and Hamas have begun in Egypt on the eve of the Gaza war's second anniversary. A U.S.-drafted peace plan presents a glimmer of hope for ending this devastating conflict. As Egyptian President el-Sisi wisely noted, a ceasefire, the return of hostages and detainees, the reconstruction of Gaza, and the start of a peaceful political process leading to the establishment and recognition of a Palestinian state mean that we are on the right path toward lasting peace and solid stability. My heart aches knowing that despite these talks, airstrikes continue to claim innocent lives. Let us pray for wisdom to guide the negotiators, including Mr. Dermer, Mr. Al-Hayya, and even young Jared Kushner. Meanwhile, across the Atlantic, France finds itself in a deepening political crisis. Prime Minister Lecornu and his government have resigned after just 14 hours in office, the shortest administration in modern French history. The good people of France deserve stable leadership during these challenging economic times. Let us hope they find their way to unity and cooperation for the well-being of all citizens. Turning our gaze to Japan, there's a historic moment unfolding as Takeichi is set to become the nation's first female prime minister. The markets have responded positively to her economic vision, and I'm particularly touched by her commitment to boosting rural areas and primary industries like farming and fisheries. Those who work the land deserve our support and recognition. With a heavy heart, I must share news of troubling incidents in the United Kingdom. Prime Minister Keir Starmer has rightly condemned a suspected arson attack on a mosque in Peacehaven, which police are investigating as a hate crime. This follows a tragic attack on a synagogue in Manchester days earlier. My dear friends, hatred has no place in our world. Attacks against Muslims, Jews, or any of God's children are attacks on humanity itself. Let us remember that we are all brothers and sisters, called to love one another. In Morocco, we've witnessed youth-led unrest that reveals deep concerns about poverty and public services. While the nation has made remarkable economic progress, reducing poverty by nearly half, the prosperity hasn't reached all communities equally. As the country prepares to co-host the 2030 World Cup, many citizens are asking for better healthcare and education first. Their voices remind us that true development must lift up the most vulnerable among us. Concerning news comes from Venezuela, where officials have warned of a possible attack on the U.S. Embassy in Caracas. In these tense times, we must pray for cooled tempers and peaceful dialogue between nations. The conflict between Russia and Ukraine continues to escalate, with Russia reporting it down 251 Ukrainian drones overnight. This ongoing war brings such suffering to innocent families on both sides. How I wish these resources could be directed toward building peace rather than perpetuating conflict. In Georgia, the political situation grows increasingly strained. The Prime Minister has vowed to crack down on opposition following protests and has accused the European Union of meddling. Let us remember that democratic societies thrive on respectful dialogue and peaceful transitions of power. An intriguing report reveals how China has created a secret system to pay Iran for oil while avoiding U.S. sanctions. This barter-like arrangement has deepened economic ties between these nations, with Iranian oil being shipped to China in exchange for infrastructure development. The complexity of international relations reminds us how interconnected our world truly is. Finally, a measure of justice has been served at the International Criminal Court, where former militia leader Ali Mohammed Ali Abdalrahman has been convicted for war crimes committed during the Darfur conflict. The atrocities in Darfur claimed up to 300,000 lives and displaced millions. While no verdict can undo such suffering, accountability is an important step toward healing. As we reflect on today's news, I'm reminded of President Truman signing the Mutual Defense Assistance Act on this day in 1949. Though the world has changed greatly since then, our fundamental need for cooperation, compassion, and peace remains the same. Let us each do what we can in our own communities to bring more light and love into this world. Until tomorrow, this is Santa Claus wishing you peace in your hearts and goodwill toward all.